Hey guys, so today we are talking about the spark. It's Cirque du Soleil, igniting the creative fire that lives within all of us, within us all. So basically I started out thinking that this was going to be a non-fiction. Okay, so I was thinking, lots of pointers, lots of quotes, but it ended up being something so different. It was actually the story of a guy that kind of encounters the circus in like a different way than normal. So we go through, like, the first chapter of the book is we go through these strange doors that lead us into the circus, into like the little auditorium where they would perform. And he meets this lady and she gives him tickets to the circus. But one of the great, like, this book really makes you think. It gives you great quotes. It outlines so many things that you wouldn't really think about. And that is what's really great. Like, I think that's why it was considered a nonfiction. I don't know, because it's based on experiences. It's kind of strange. You'll have to read it on your own to figure that one out. But, okay, back to the strange new doors. Okay, so he goes through these doors to get to the auditorium, which he doesn't even know that that's what's back there. He was just following these strange people. I know, this is such a strange book. But the strange new doors can represent like your intro into crafting or into art or anything really. But since this is a crafting video, crafting channel, we're going to relate it to crafting. So it's an intro into crafting. And he kind of puts his words in a way where to me it sounded like there is no worry about consequences when you first go through those doors, because everything's new, you're trying everything, and you don't have to worry about your actions. But now, after, crafting for a while, you start to, build up a wall of sorts. You don't go through the new doors, So that's kind of an interesting thought, to get in there. So, first chapter, right off the bat, so much good info, so much inspiration. Like, it was crazy. I couldn't put the book down. Okay, so another good pointer that I came across, which I'm going to only say a few, and there's going to be so many in this book, I swear. The acrobats, when they're doing all their stuff, they're doing it in a way that, it gives off feeling, it gives off emotion and drama, and it's not just them moving. It's a piece of art. And that kind of makes you wonder, what am I capable of? And he says it in the book, what these acrobats are doing and gymnasts are doing so much. What am I capable of if they can do that? So I thought that was, so ingenious. Well, he wasn't even real, but I guess the writer, And then also talks about how there are good nights and bad nights in the show. Because, sometimes you mess up, sometimes things just don't go to plan. And it talks about how artists have to take the chance, either if it's good or bad, because what if it's like a fantastic night and it works out wonderfully? You're just going to give that up because you had a few bad nights? Like, oh, so good. Okay. Another pointer, or I don't know if they're really called pointers or just, I don't know, little blurbs that I picked out and like really stood out to me with the crafting community, is team effort. And it with the team effort, it should be the same in crafting, because in the book, in Cirque, they talk about how you have to be a team in order to, work with people and stuff, which is one of the greatest things about this book, is it goes through the experience of this guy who, after he gets his little preview of Cirque, this lady actually takes him under her wing and has him go and meet with a bunch of different Cirque people, like, the people who do the wheel, the German wheel, the people who do the trapezes, or trapezi? No. And it is just so cool because you get to learn from all the different people who work behind the scenes, which I think they're the real experiences, which I don't know how it would be nonfiction if it wasn't the real experience. I don't know. I'm still a little baffled on that part, but but you learn from all these people, and it talks about team effort so much because you have to really rely on your partners, and you have to rely on your tech to work, like the bungees and stuff. So in crafting, you really have to be able to be a team player as well, because you have to rely on, this stamp set, you have to rely on other people's inspiration to get your own going. You have to rely on people's reviews. And if you are really wanting to get into the community, you have to, kind of work with people. So it's really a team effort. And in the book, it said, one of the people talk about how all of the names are equal on the program. And I feel like that should be in crafting as well. It really isn't in the crafting world. You see these big shots who are up there, and, you see someone really down below, but they could have the same skill level, and it's not even really about skill level. So it's really about having fun and crafting. So it's interesting to read that these people are on this program and they're all the same font, they're all the same size. So why is that not applied to all arts and crafts? It's interesting to think about. So another one is helping everyone. They are constantly helping each other improve, helping each other get past struggles. And I really feel like this should be a part of the crafting community as well. I see it a lot, but then other times I see where it's gone wrong. Where, a few people just haven't clicked, I guess, and they don't really want to help everyone, or they want to be seen as a star rather than in their community. I hope that makes sense. So one of the greatest things that I read that really kind of hit home with my crafting and my art, and it is No Mistakes. So, any kind of mistake, just crafting a card that doesn't work out, you don't have to think of it as a mistake. It's just different ways to get a final look. So I might go through 3 different cards to get the final look of one awesome card. And I shouldn't look at those as mistakes. They're just the path to the final look. And I loved how they put that in the book. It was so great. But definitely look at all my little Post-its. Like, even right off the bat, I was like, oh gosh, I need to get a Post-it and write this down because I do not want to forget this. And I'm glad I did, because that really helped me. And I'm going to write a few of these quotes down like in my planner or something, just to have on hand, because wow, great inspiration, you know, great creative juices flowing, a little confusing part of the nonfiction fiction, but it was good. Like, no matter what section it's in, good. And I have to say, I underestimated it to begin with, and I feel kind of bad because it was that good. But it is the first book, so that might be why I'm giving it such good props. I don't know. I'm not a professional reviewer. So hopefully this kind of give you an insight into my brain as I was reading this. I know it's kind of, my brain doesn't really work very organized, so, you know, if you were at least a little bit confused, I definitely recommend picking it up, because it was good. And if you have any interest in, you know, the circuit all, there's some insights in here in the background, like behind the scenes, that are so cool, and it made me want to go and watch a show. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed reading the book, that is for sure, and I cannot wait till next month to read my next book, and I'm not sure which it'll be. It'll be a random, whatever falls in my lap. No. I hope you guys are having a crazy day. Not too crazy, good crazy, not bad crazy. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.